Hello gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the Lyngen stage of my trip. I follow Jan Baalsrud's path where he escaped from the German forces in the winter and spring of 1943. This here is Tyttebærvika, where he was set ashore from the fishing vessel Blåfsen, operated by Alfred Lokkertsen, who was carried on to land by Peder Nilsen, and they stayed in an old boathouse for a while. From here, Baalsrud went on skis to Lyngseidet. Maybe I will follow the shoreline a bit. I can't go too near the sea because the snow cover is not good. It's a lot of snow near the shoreline, but it's weak underneath, and I fall right through to the rocks. So maybe I'll have to go further up in the terrain. But there it's even more snow, so I'll have to think about it. According to the book We Die Alone by David Howard, Ni Liv in Norwegian, Baalsrud followed the road from here toward Lyngseidet. I can't do that because there's a bigger road, a lot more traffic and not good skiing conditions. So I'll try to follow the shore or maybe the power lines. My goal is to stay away from people, out of sight, and see how I fare. But I may accidentally have made this stage harder than Baalsrud himself had. So we'll see how it goes. You see the stretch behind me? I've been through a relatively flat path around the shore. I hit a few rocks and the snow reaches almost my knees. But it's okay. It's hard going, but the weather is really nice. If you take a look at what's in front of me, the shoreline drops to the sea pretty steeply, so I'll have to go a little bit uphill, almost up to the road. Maybe you can hear the car passing by. But the view is really nice. So I reached a modern day obstacle, a fence just across my path. With the level of snow and the condition of the fence, it's easy to pass. But now I find an old farmhouse up there, and I know there are more modern buildings just ahead. So I'll cross the path here and take a little bit away from the ocean and up the hills. So right now I'm in the forest. You see the same house behind me. I follow the old phone lines, landline, because along the phone lines and power lines the forest is cleared, so the path is straight. In summertime it's probably a lot of old dead bushes and trees felled across the path, but in winter it's flat. But it's even more snow here than down by the sea, so it's not the best of conditions. The sun found me. I'm just passing a farmer's field before I follow the power lines again. It's hard going. The weather is really nice, so the only hard part is the depth of the snow. Did you know Jan Baalsrud was snow blind from the sun and snow? It wasn't until the next part of this stage in Lyngen, but I know and I'm prepared. I'm down by the sea again. I got too tired of climbing up and down creeks following the pole lines, so I went down here. It's a bit physically easier because I don't have to go so much up, but now I have to maneuver through the rocks because there's less snow here. Behind me you can see into the bottom of the fjord and almost to our goal of the day, Lyngseidet. Going along the shoreline was much easier, but I feel really bad for my skis. I hit a lot of rocks because the snow isn't deep, so speed is much more important. It's a bit dark, but the background is the point. Here we are at Ura. This is an avalanche area. The car is driving into a tunnel. There are 2 tunnels here to protect against avalanches. 20 years ago there were no tunnels, and a bus and some other cars had to stop for one avalanche, and then the second one caught them and killed 5. The bus was blown to the sea somewhere down there. Here we have sort of a half pipe constructed to steer avalanches down here. I have to cross this on foot. I'll take the straight way here, easiest, fastest, across the area. There's not too much risk of avalanche today, but let's not take any dumb chances. Well, I'm at the end of the second avalanche tunnel and it went well. I just kept in mind that Jan Baalsrud himself was taken by an avalanche, but that is somewhere on the other side of that mountain. I'll get to that, but in the summer. For a little while I've been walking with my skis in my hands, because this seaside is really easy to walk, even easier than skiing. There are too many rocks right under the snow here, and uphill it's too deep. Even though I'm almost at the bottom of the fjord, I'll have to climb up a hill soon anyway. So I think I'll go to the red house in front of me and aim for the power lines again, and aim for the bottom of the alpine hill, and from there to the center of Lyngseidet. And there, Kjosen. We're at the Lyngen Isthmus, and that's my path further. I'll go up that hill, and then I think there are very few hills left. And this trip has taken very much more time than I imagined beforehand, but it's worth it when I'm done. I apologize for the lack of stationary camera footage with me walking and so on. It got too tired. I got too tired to put down the camera and walk back and forth. It's too much snow for my little tripod, and yeah, excuses. I miss summertime filming. Well, just one little bit left. I'm almost at the top of the isthmus. This is the path I could go on, but skiing in this snow is like walking on a water mattress. My steps sink lower than I expect, and then I have to lift the other foot even higher, so it's hard. This is the path I came from. I've had to go down creeks, up again, more than I want to. So, but then I found this opening, this clearance here. I think it goes down to the graveyard. And from there I can go to the school and sports center, and I'm almost at the center of the town. Almost where I think Baalsrud must have come down into town, into the village himself. And there it is, our first glimpse of the Lyngen fjord. Home, almost, for me anyway. I found the path a bit lower than the Alpine hill up here. So I think I may have saved myself some work. I'm on the ski path right now, so it's very much easier than trudging along in the deep snow. The church of Lyngseidet, it featured in I think both 9 Lives and the 12th Man movies, so we may be quite sure they passed just in front of me here. Jan Baalsrud. Then he continued probably up these hills towards in front of the big mountains. But that story is a chapter for another day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye for now.